Alright, this is the SKS, and it chambers a 7.62 by 39, which is the same bullet as the AK-47, so that's a pretty good bullet. That's actually one of my favorite cartridges for a long rifle. And I just want to tell you, if you're in the market right now for an AR-15 or an AK-47, good luck, because those are about $2,000 right now for an AR-15 and about $1,000 for an AK, which personally, I don't want to pay that for that gun. SKS's, on the other hand, even though their prices are going up, you can find one right now, a pretty good one, for about $400, $450, at least where I'm from. And I mean, that's a lot better than $1,000 for an AK, which essentially is the same gun except for a couple changes. I mean, there are some pretty big changes, but in some things the SKS is better than the AK. For one, the barrel is longer, so it's going to be more accurate and have a better muzzle velocity. The AK-47 has a shorter barrel, which could make it better for home defense or whatever. But for deer hunting or something like that, the SKS is better than the AK-47. And a lot of people don't think the SKS is a good deer rifle, but personally, I think it's pretty daggone good. Because first deer I ever got, I got with this gun right here. So it's a pretty good round to deer hunt with, honestly. It only took one shot and it killed the deer. So this is actually the gun I killed the deer with, and it's the second gun I ever owned. I got this one about 4 years ago for $90, and the guy, when I bought it off of him, already put the black folding stock on it and the detachable magazine, and he was kind of like a family friend or whatever. That's why I got it so cheap. You'll probably never find an SKS for $90 now, but I've done some stuff to this that he didn't do, obviously. I put the flash suppressant on there, on the end of the barrel. I put like a fiber optic, like light up front sight right there. I put the bipod on here. And I also put this mounting rail receiver on the back. And I think it was probably $10 for the sight, $10 for the flash suppressant, $20 for the bipod, and $20 for the mounting rail receiver. So I have put some money into this gun, but it's not really a whole lot of money. I mean, it's a pretty fun project gun, because you could buy one like this for about $350 or whatever, and then turn it into one like the black one over there for about, I don't know, maybe $70 for the folding stock, $90 at the most. And then the detachable magazine, you just have to buy the magazine. That's like $20. And there's just like a screw in here that you take out and put in that other magazine. So, I mean, you could make it pretty nice for pretty cheap. And that's just as good as an AK-47 or an AR-15. The only thing that people do not like about this gun, compared to the AK, is the magazine setup, for one. This is probably the worst thing about the gun, is the magazine itself. Because it was never made to have a detachable magazine. So, it's really kind of improvised, I guess you could say. Because you have to pull back on this thing here, rather than pushing forward like you would on an AK. So it takes two hands to do that. And then also it has this little lip up here that has to hook into place before you can lock it in. And the bolt has to be back when you're taking out the magazine and putting it in. Because like I said, it was never made to have a detachable magazine, so it is not the best setup in the world, but it does work. But other than that, this gun is pretty much the same thing as an AK with a longer barrel. So personally, I love the SKS. Some people have some complaints about it, and those are understandable, one being the magazine. But in terms of reliability and stuff, it's pretty much just as reliable as the AK. But, I mean, the AK obviously will be a little more reliable because it's an AK. But, I mean, this thing is a lot of ways the same as the AK. So, I really like this gun. And let me know what you think about it. Let me know what other guns you would like me to do. And thank you for watching. God bless.